Hello everyone, this is Sharmin Khan from Milkyway Art Design. So today I am going to pour on a 12-inch by 12-inch wooden panel. As you can see, I prepped my wooden panel by painting, which already has primer on it. And why did I do that? To make sure that once I pour on my wooden panel, it will not warp or bend. So to start with, I am layering my base coat, or some people call it pillow, which is in light gray color. My goal today is to make sure that I am trying to create flowers which are really small in size. So to get that look, I am spinning my base coat as much as I can, because I want very little amount of base coat or pillow left on the wooden panel before I start pouring my before I start dropping my little paints here and there everywhere on the surface. The color that I'm using today is a mixture of Jo Sonja's burgundy and Primary Elements hot cinnamon mixed together. And you can see that the color drops that I'm putting on my surface, they are I'm really taking very small quantities of paint, so when I blow them, the flower doesn't spread out too much, because again, I told you that I want to create smaller size flowers this time. When I am creating these little puddles of paints here and there on my surface, back of my mind, I'm thinking about the entire composition. I'm thinking, where would I want to place my flowers in, and how would I want my leaves to look like, all those kind of things. So you always have to make sure that as you are doing this process, the entire composition is working behind your mind, like back of your mind, and you are working towards that ultimate composition. And once I layered my paints, I am, as usual, pouring my gold. And once I do pour my golds, I will put the black cell activators right after. So when I blow, the gold and the black will give me such a rich look, which I always want to see in my pours. You'll notice that every time I use gold, because that's my favorite. With greens, you will see that I am putting them right next to the flowers to give it a more natural look. It really enhances your flowers when you have the greens surrounding your flowers. to create the veins on the leaves, which will give the leaves more naturalistic look. You also need to put cell activator on the green leaves, so when you blow they look more like leafy, and you can see all the veins or grains of the leaves. And you'll see that when I blow, I make sure that I'm blowing against the flower that I have close to the leaves. That way it feels like the leaves are growing from the stems and the flowers, and they are going outwards from the flowers. Here you can clearly see that I am blowing the leaves against the flowers. And by the way, I'm blowing the leaves before I blow the flowers, because when I blow the flowers, they might go on top of the leaves, and that's perfectly fine. I have to confess you one thing. When I was blowing those flowers, I was having such a hard time. The reason is I kind of got rid of all my base coat. Another reason I forgot to mention why I got rid of most of my base coat was I ran out of GAC 800, so I did not want intentionally to have any extra paint on top of my canvas or wooden panel, because it's going to crack otherwise. So you could see that I was really struggling to blow, and I'm happy that at the end the flowers were really small sized and they were separated, and because that's the look I was going from. And so what I ended up getting was really exciting, but at the same time it was really hard to get those flowers. Now, if you look at the compositions, you can see that the way I placed my leaves, they look like they are coming from the stem of the flowers. So you can see how I strategically placed my flower leaf droplets to create that look. One thing I want to mention when you do this process is when you're using your skewer, you have to use your other hand to pick up any drizzle that you have from your skewer so it doesn't drizzle anywhere else. So see, I'm using my other hand to just catch anything drops out of the skewer when I take it off. I feel like this is it. I'm going to stop here, and it looks stunning. So pretty. I cannot tell you how happy I am right now. I'm like so happy at this point. Let me pull you down to show you close up how it looks like from the close. So here you see the flowers looks like they are literally blooming, and the fact that all the flowers are facing different directions, that gives it such a natural look, and I'm so happy with this one. Thank you so much guys for watching and supporting me and being with me through this journey. See you soon.